Tony Knight, straight away.
Straight on the attack, close fists. Oh, and he just gets lamped by Nocturne.
Taking those fists. Well, he's still on his feet, Tony.
Barely, though. He's already dazed and rocking.
Here comes a charge. Misses it.
Just look at that. Nocturne, he barely even registered him hitting him.
To be honest, I don't think anything will phase Nocturne. Just adjusted the mask. Ooh, kick to the midsection. Here comes Nocturne's strength.
He's trying to pick him up, but Tony's got a good ground at the minute. He's got his legs wisely spread apart to make himself as awkward to pick up as possible.
Save.
Oh!
It's a blow and a half, but again, Nocturne, unfazed. Tony wondering what he's got himself in for tonight. Pro wrestling, never seen anything like Nocturne before. Oh! Variation of kicks by Tony Knight, but
rocking the monster Nocturne, but he cannot get him off his feet.
Pass for Tony Knight to defeat Nocturne.
No, it just makes me think. I sat the other night and I was watching the 6th Friday the 13th movie, and it just makes me think of Jason Voorhees. You know, they shoot him, they attack him, they knock him for 6, and he just keeps coming. He doesn't stay down.
That's a horror movie, Joey. This is
a horror movie as well.
It's for Tony.
Horror in real life.
It's for Tony. He ain't got all of his other cronies of the pro wrestling backing him here. Big J Johnson is gone. Normally he's back in his corner.
Maybe Big J Johnson isn't stupid. We've got to test the strength between these two big men now.
I have to give it a shot to big as Tony is.
Nocturne slowly trying to drive him back.
But Tony using a bit of leverage, ducking the head underneath and got himself into a front face lock for his efforts. So. He was squaring off. Open palm strike, but that definitely was a close fist. Rocking Nocturne. Nothing is phasing this man. If you can even call him a man, Joey.
We don't know what lurks under that mask.
Yes, I don't want to know. Oh. Into the well too many times, Nocturne. Of course, Nocturne said he's scared of heights. I don't think he's going to have any troubles tonight with that.
No. Oh! Is it enough?
A running knee.
You know, he's still standing, as someone in the crowd wisely just said.
And even Tony's got
Tony does not know what to do. He doesn't know how to bring this monster to the ground.
Asking the official Rob Butler, I mean...
Did he ask him for help?
Wouldn't you? Shoulder barge, attempt.
He tried that earlier, it didn't work. Is it going to work now?
Yeah. Sign of madness, maybe.
He's just checking every single blow Tony's bringing against him.
Trying the same thing over and over again, expecting different results.
That super kick was a different result. Oh, a massive boot to the gut and chest.
It took Tony Knight out of it, and he's right in front of that commentation station here.
The commentation station, indeed.
Tony reaching for something. I believe it's looks like. Got brass knucks here, Joe. What's this about? What's going on?
He's
here?
off.
He's off. And Nocturne stalking him. I think this match is going to get thrown out the window here.
It's looking that way. Tony's running with his tail in between his legs.
I don't think this is it. Count of 5 now. It doesn't look good.
Yep, it's been thrown out. Tony Knight runs off with Nocturne stalking him backstage.
Is a double count out.
I mean, not only often do you see Tony Knight back out from a fight, but you saw it tonight.
I mean, yeah, you say not often do you see him back out from a fight, but not often do you see him against that. And not often do you see him on his own.
Chance of chicken, but would you really want me to ring with that guy?
Definitely for a partner. Definitely you, darling.
Mr. Hayward cannot be happy with these fans.
Goodbye, sir.
Side of the ring. Our first wrestler is the butler. It's Mr. Hayward.
He's out the ring at the moment, but Corval. His employee got beaten earlier.
And the man in the ring. He is a giant.
He is the ring.
It's Cody Hall.
Goodbye, sir.
Mr. Hayward said to us that he's wishing his family and all his friends goodbye. All joking aside, I cannot see how on this planet or any other parallel universe that Mr. Hayward could possibly get a victory over someone as tall, as strong, and as experienced.
The only way I can see this happening is the dirty tactics that have come into play in his previous victories. You know, that solid old serving tray and his Febreze. If we're allowed to say that, if it's copywritten, then his cleansing spray.
I've seen Cody take steel chairs to the head,
That's what I'm
steel
saying.
poles to the head, and standing.
That's the only way I can see it happening. I'm not saying it'll work, but it's
a possibility. Let's face it, anything will and can happen at WAW. Just look at the strength already. And the bell ain't even rung. Cody Hall, phenomenally gifted athlete. Take nothing away from Mr. Hayward though, I mean, he's had a hell of a year.
He's had a hell of a year. You know,
2019.
he's only debuted earlier this, like the end of last year, start of this year, sort of start of 2019, and he's had a very good year. But
yeah, I mean, he was in Sky's the Limit.
he's had a good year. That might be his only year.
Do you think, taking away Sky's the Limit contest, because that was a hell of a thing, but could this be possibly his toughest match ever?
Easily, absolutely, without a shadow of a doubt, this is going to be Mr. Hayward's most difficult mountain to overcome.
What a mountain that is.
And it's a literal mountain.
Can't think of anything bigger in Japan that fits that mountain description.
Well, yeah, because most of them over there are like 4 foot tall.
What, the mountains? Mount Fuji?
Just look at Fuji. Oh, he ducked the chop.
What's bigger, Fuji or Cody Hall? You do not want to get a chop from that man. I mean, I think in WAW world, Zack Knight and Cody Hall.
Oh, that
do not
knee.
chop for him.
It looks like Mr. Hayward went to duck the chop again, but ended up with an elbow. Oh, he
boy,
caught him.
Just a glancing blow on the side. And the butler, Mr. Hayward's using his speed. Tried the knee, trying to lift him up, but to no avail. And this might be it.
Cody's just carrying him like he's nothing, like he's just a baby.
Look at him. Soaking it in. Dumps him down. What's Digby doing out here? What's Digby out here?
Oh, he don't know what Digby was trying to do there.
What's he doing? I mean, what on earth is happening here? Why is Digby helping? Oh! I mean, that was no help at all, was it, really? What? Why?
Oh, no.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, no. Everyone, we need to be quiet. Oh!
Dear Lord. His lungs might be collapsed after that one, Joey. And here he comes. He isn't done yet. Oh, clubbing blow from
Solid
Mr.
blow
Hayward.
from Mr. Hayward there.
Yeah. Any kind of offense that Mr. Hayward has.
Oh!
Lancing shot to the side of the face, and again, the Butler's in retreat mode. Thunderous shot to the head from Cody.
It's coming again.
Get your phones out. Be the last time you see it. This year, potentially.
Oh!
And
I believe Mr. Hayward is going to require a new chest. I don't know if they do chest transplants, but he's going to need... Hang on, here comes Team Scotland now.
what on earth? Did the Lady Vanderveld have so much
Oh,
money
he just
that
absolutely leveled him with that. Kick out at one. Here comes Team Scotland.
that had no effect on him, really? Why are they out here? And why's the referee letting this happen? Cody, in a bit of trouble.
Oh, he's got Craig. He's got Drew.
There you go. Thank you for coming.
Double choke slam.
All the way back to Scotland.
He tried to spear him, but he managed to get him into the corner.
How much money has Lady Vanderveld got to keep paying all these goons to
That's
come
all
out?
I can see what's going on at the minute is Lady Vanderveld must be paying people to help Mr. Hayward take out Cody.
Not even for $1 million. Knee to the face from the Butler. And this may be his only chance to get back into this. Again, a series of clotheslines cannot take down the big man.
No, he's got him down on one knee. It's the first time I've seen that. Oh! That's took his head clean off.
Yeah, I mean, that was one of the most vicious clotheslines I've ever seen.
And then a lariat as well.
That lariat had so much hip hop on it, it took Mr. Butler straight down to the ground, and surely that's it.
Oh, he's rolled him up.
Crucifix style pin.
I don't know if that was sensible on Mr. Hayward's behalf, to be honest.
Could you imagine if Mr. Hayward could get the win here? No. It's gone. Think of the choke slam again.
Nails it.
Thanks for coming, Mr. Hayward.
And that's all she wrote. Rest in peace, Mr. Hayward.
Gentlemen, your winner of this matter is Cody.
Well, be the last time potentially we see him. I mean, what an impact this man has made on WAW. I really wish him the best in future endeavors, because he is a phenomenal athlete, a phenomenally good wrestler, and a phenomenal good man. I mean, what more could I say about this man? Keegan's toughest defense of holding that championship in the... Zach, of course, you know, has held that title before. He's held nearly every title in WAW, and he's the first Wrestling Weekender champion.
Something we'll never be able to take away from Zach Knight, the first ever hold of that beautiful belt.
A belt that he can go across all the pontins around the UK and...
well, wherever there's a pontins, basically. Strawberry.
Zach tying up here with Keegan, trying to out-muscle Keegan, but look at Keegan. A lot of strength from that young man. Father, Sandy Scott. Look at who's the father, Zach Knight.
Yep.
Ricky Knight.
It is. How did you know?
Brother Roy, the UK Hooligans, with Zach trying to cut his own path this year in the single contest. And this will be the first single championship title he could possibly gain this year. Zach trying to get out of this hold. Confused Keegan. Bit of hooliganism here, Joey. Seen it before by Zach. Most confused his opponent.
He's hypnotized him. The power of the night. The darkness.
The Dark Knight.
Batman. Zach's Batman. Have you ever seen Zach Knight and Batman in the same room together?
Keegan trying to fight off Zach. Switches to a side headlock. Over to another.
Goes for a quick roll up. Keegan kicks out immediately.
Gotta say, one-on-one, these two have not met in quite some time, Joey.
To be honest, to my knowledge, they haven't met in singles competition since either of us, I believe.
No.
Joined the commentary team. Became the commentary team, in fact.
Sure, at some point they met, but not in quite some time, not in this kind of capacity for such a prestigious title.
No, I mean, you hit the nail on the head there. And as you said also, as you alluded to previously, you've got a man in the ring there who's held so many titles, not just in WAW, but everywhere. And a man who, while we don't think he has anything to prove to us, is constantly showing what he can bring to the table. Especially considering the year he had. 6-8 months ago, we weren't even sure whether Zach had set foot in a WAW ring again, and in a wrestling capacity. And here he is coming into 2020 with the Pontins champion, with the Pontins championship, and contending for the British heavyweight title.
Phenomenally. You can't help but get behind Zach Knight when he does things like that. I mean, it's just so inspiring. That's the line. What a pounce there from Keegan. Taking Zach Knight to his back, and remember, Zach was taking
camaraderie.
Remember, not long after he won that championship, he was hospitalized, Zach Knight.
Yeah, within literally, I believe it was about not even 6 hours. I mean, our show there finished at 11 p.m. By, I believe, 1:30, Zach was in the hospital. And he was an extremely unwell man for a few days. He had quite a lot of problems. Thankfully, obviously, he's recovered, and as we can see here, he's back with a vengeance already.
Gunning for that title. This will be a cracker of a year to start off with Zach if he wins, but if Keegan could get the victory here, what an accolade that could be. Not only does he keep the title, but he beats Zach Knight.
Look at that.
Athleticism from Zach Knight.
So many shades of the hooligans. It doesn't matter if he's in singles competition or tag team. The inner hooligan's always going to come out.
Yeah, it always come to fruition for Zach Knight. Kick to the gut from Keegan. Keegan using that strength. Zack with a bit of strength from his own though.
Very impressive show of pure strength from the highlight.
5 minutes gone. That is 5 minutes gone.
A lot of guys at back who are saying how phenomenally strong Zack Knight actually is. You know, he doesn't always look it, but when you're in that ring with him, he just pulls out feats of strength. Switches around. Snap there.
The two of them are going toe to toe, swapping move for move, almost like in mirror image of one another.
This is a spectacle to hold. These two are putting on the clinic for us tonight. The snapmare from Keegan. Shoulder just checked and had no effect.
Oh, there's the Zack Knight shot.
That had effect. Tell you that chop, not only does it hurt your chest, it buckles your knees, makes you weak at the legs, it affects your whole equilibrium.
It's going to drive every just milliliter of wind out of your body, because I'm pretty sure they measure that in milliliters, I think.
Oh, sunset flip. Oh, this will cost him. We've seen this before from Zack.
Oh! Right to the sternum.
Zack showing a lot of camaraderie for his fellow competitor in the ring there, for saying, come on guys, let's clap for both of us. What a man he is.
He embodies everything that WAW as an entity and the company stands for.
Yeah, whatever it was before and whatever it is today, Zack Knight is it. 25 years long last year. 26 this year, Joey.
Yeah, we're not many weeks away now from celebrating the 26th anniversary of WAW. And not only that, we're only a couple of weeks away from celebrating 1 year. Wow! Lovely suplex. As I was about to say, 1 year since Fight With My Family came out in cinemas, which you can now watch on Netflix or home media.
Right there.
Yeah, there's a lot more, you know.
All the DVDs, of course.
Yep, which you can purchase from
the waw.co.uk shop or from the shop itself at Rose Lane.
Exactly. But as I was saying, you know, there's lots planned for this year as well. You know, we're wanting to get some of the matches from the last few years, you know, loaded onto YouTube and things for other people to see.
Keegan is just outpowering Zack Knight here, throwing him literally from pillar to post. Ooh, kick to the head. And Zack Knight on top. Corkscrew elbow, and both men are down. Knight and Keegan both on the back, and Zack just kicked up. The highlight.
Wait a minute, that's
Philman's music.
That is Philman's music.
He's got the briefcase. The sky's the limit. Briefcase, is he cashing it in? He won that Wrestling Weekender.
Oh, a blind attack from the Vilmans.
And this match has been thrown out the window by the sounds of things. Vilman attacking Zack and Keegan. That was a hell of a contest. Sheamus ended this way. Why Vilman? Well, we can see why. I mean, there's 2 championships here, potentially for Vilman to get.
Oh, wait, Zack's fighting back. So's Keegan.
Never say die attitude of Zack, and Keegan has a hell of a heart on him. Send Vilman packing back to Norwegian. Maybe it's a nightmare for them. And he has not had a chance to cash that.
No, he hasn't actually cashed it in yet.
So he's still got the briefcase. Until it exchanges hands with
the official. No, he's gone.
He's turning tail and running. So shame it ended that way, Joey. That's fantastic between these 2 men. Rob Butler, I think, in my opinion, done the right thing. He threw it out the window.
He had to, yeah, at least for that match.
No, I'm sorry, Rob. That's unfair. These people know I've worked my arse off to get to where I am. That was almost the top of the ladder, but Wrestling News that was the top of the ladder.
Fans are calling for a rematch.
Will it be tonight?
Zach, I would be honoured to give you a rematch. No! Carry on, no!
Extending the hand, Keegan. What does Zach Knight say?
I mean no disrespect, but there's something to say before I shake your hand. Keegan, comes a stage in every wrestler's career where they travel around the world and they believe they're the top of the division. But since I've had these injuries, I've realised that my job is to help the next generation. My job is to stand toe-to-toe with the people that are at the top of the ladder, and they prove they deserve to be there. I've backed you 18 long months. I see something that people didn't. I knew that you were a professional wrestler, and I knew that you were a champion. What just happened there robbed us two of a finish, and robbed these two of a great sport contest. So Keegan, you want to know about top level? I'll give you a rematch, and when you beat me, I know you're going to go on to bigger and better things. But let me tell you this, I'm a two-time world champ. I've held 20 different tag team titles. I wrestled 3 of the very best that the UK has to offer, and walked out the TWW heavyweight champion. People forget. This year's my 19th year, but I started at a tender age of 10 years old. And in 19 years, I've learned a lot. I've learned a hell of a lot. And one thing I learned today is never, ever underestimate another wrestler that has as much heart and passion about this business as you do as I do, brother. You deserve a rematch. These people deserve a rematch. But most importantly, you deserve to be the British heavyweight champion.
Admirable as always, Zach Knight.
Ladies and gentlemen, who are we hearing for Keegan?
I mean, shame it ended that way, to be honest, Joey.
Yep.
I said that was a hell of a sporting contest between both men. Personally, I'd like to see on a winner in that one.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my left-hand side, it's PJ Knight!
I like the fact the person that said you won't get any prettier looks like an animal.
And on my right-hand side, he's the current
Joey, that's a paying fan.
And? Mark, cut that
He's
out.
the world light heavyweight champion. He's the king of couture, Brad O'Brien!
First man to win it, first man to lose it.
Yep,
And
and the second man to win it, the first man to win it back. All of the firsts for Brad O'Brien when it comes to this title.
King of the cult of couture. against PJ Knight. Extension of hand from PJ. And Brad O'Brien does not shake the hand.
Not much of a surprise. Wrestling commences.
Oh, and Brad O'Brien sneaks out.
This is something we see a lot from Brad O'Brien.
Yeah, of course. He's new to this. This is his forte all over, isn't it, Joe? I mean,
Yeah. PJ just wants to go. PJ wants to actually wrestle.
saying Zack Knight was very much the heart and soul of the Knight family. PJ Knight, I mean, he is such a big part of that.
Is the left lung. Very important, you see. Brad is having none of this at the minute.
These fans really want a contest there. They got one that's kind of thrown out the window thanks to Vilman. Let's grab his hair.
Don't forget though, Vilman did not cash that briefcase in.
Still got it. So
He still got it. I mean, this is a title match. You never know.
he's still lurking backstage.
That's the thing. That's the thing with the Sky's the Limit briefcase. You can use it whenever you want. He's unable to stand.
Sends him in. Match between PJ Knight and Dean Allmark. Fight there, that's good, wasn't
Yeah.
it?
Nearly a year ago.
It's crazy. European uppercut. Step out Enziguri. Takes him down with a snapmare. And we've seen this from PJ Knight before. Going up top.
There's that stomp to the back. He's going for it. He nailed it.
Picks him up again.
Brad worms his way free.
Turnbuckle. Spinebuster.
Very nice. Kick out at 2.
See Brad, he just picked him up with his shoulders and elevated him down.
Runs and drives that boot in.
And the King is unhappy.
Brad.
The King. Running knee for the leader, the Cult of Couture.
Now he's disrespecting him. This is so King of Couture. This is so Brad O'Brien. Sorry? He is, in fact, I've been told, mugging him off.
I think he is.
And he's from Essex, so it fits. The shoe fits, certainly.
It's this thing that PJ Knight can't always do is stay down. Sometimes that doesn't always bode him well.
Sometimes it can be detrimental to PJ himself, as you say, because he will, as we've alluded to many, many times in the past, PJ Knight will not die. He does not stay down.
Brad O'Brien is looking at his first public warning for use of the hair.
That's one.
Oh, and he just drives that knee into the chest of PJ Knight.
Perhaps one rule we forgot to allude to at the beginning of the show. Of course, if you get 3 of those public warnings, it's disqualification.
Yep, you've lost the match.
In that instance, Brad walks out champion.
He does, yeah.
Champ's advantage in play, but PJ Knight, just a 2.
Underhook on that arm there, and he delivered the suplex. I'm so suppose that would give him a little extra leverage.
Yeah, it really does, and brings a lot of torque down onto the back.
Yeah. I like the word torque. It's a good word.
Leg drop from Brad O'Brien. Brad O'Brien just so frustrated with PJ Knight. He knew what he's in for, to be fair. This match was scheduled way in advance, wasn't it? One of those that was on Facebook and social media for quite some time. Oh, and got the foot up. Clipped him with a boot.
Clothesline off the middle rope from PJ Knight. He's got a full head of steam. He delivers the clotheslines. Big backdrop with authority.
PJ Knight's the one showing frustration, Joey is.
A little bit, yeah.
Both men trying out to the other. O'Brien hits him on the right. Fits the king, Drake.
Oh. Oh.
That knee just driven in the back of the skull.
Very fair officiating there from Carl Smith.
Said we've, in my mind, we've got the best officials here at WAW.
Oh, without a shadow of a doubt. Unless Paddy's in the ring. Oh my God!
Exploded with that superplex and he holds on.
Entire ring moved.
Falcon Arrow from PJ Knight.
Oh, I thought he had it. And again, I told you.
Pillman.
I said it.
Is he going to cash it in? It's
Pillman is cashing in his contract.
Oh, but PJ kicked out.
And that's it.
Oh, and Brad's kicked out.
How
So-
about Pillman?
This match has now become
Pillman.
Oh, the
super
massive super kick to Vilman. Took the leg. Oh, but Vilman kicks out.
Well, has this become a
This is
triple
this is
threat
now
now?
a triple. Yeah, this is now a three-way match.
The MC, Tracy, couldn't quite say it, but I believe I'm right in saying it myself. And look at this. Crossface chicken wing. Discus.
Oh, Brad eats the discus. And
Hits
the
him.
Olympic-sized slam.
Vilman slam there. Snapmare.
Nobody home.
Oh, he's nazzing the, trying to get in the crossface chicken wing. Brad O'Brien. He ain't stitched it in quite tight enough.
Senton from PJ Knight. The entire dynamic of this match is completely reshaped.
Yeah, you got the fresher Vilman. He just cashed in his Sky's the Limit briefcase.
Oh, he's tied up Brad.
So not only has Brad O'Brien got to watch out
Oh,
for
he
PJ Knight.
delivers Brad O'Brien to PJ Knight. Pop up, powerbomb.
See, had it been a normal singles, PJ Knight potentially could
He
have came and
probably
won
would have walked away with the title at that point, yeah, but he doesn't.
What's Vilman thinking?
Hooking the legs. Arms. He's into the pin. It's just
Absolutely frenetic.
Yeah.
Isn't it? PJ. Oh, reverses. Big sunset bomb.
He's got the pin. But once again, Vilman breaks it. So again,
The differentiating
Yeah.
factor here is Vilman tonight.
the Vilman factor, is it? V Factor. Pillman's trying to fight his way towards the pin here.
He is Legion, he is many. Pillman trying to get into this, and what's PJ Knight thinking? Well scouted. That's the line, springboard.
Takes them both down in the pin, but they both kick out.
Minutes gone, that is 10 minutes gone.
High octane.
Pillman sent out of the ring, PJ's going with him.
Kick to the jaw. Again. Sunset, no, rolls through.
Takes a big kick to the side of the face.
I don't think he got quite all of it though, Joey.
He's got his foot on the ropes though.
Yeah, PJ just had his whereabouts where he was in the ring, and Brad O'Brien just clipped the chin. He didn't quite nail the single leg efficiently as perhaps Brad would have liked. And Pillman lurking on the outside still. What a presence he is in this match.
Floats over again. Rolls him into a pin. So PJ sent out.
Here comes Pillman.
With a roll up. He's got the title!
He has!
Pillman's won!
And the Sky's the Limit briefcase has won him the WAW Light Heavyweight Championship.
Your new World Light Heavyweight Champion, it's Pillman!
Absolutely crazy matchup there, Joey. And what a way to kick off 2020.
I mean, I called it. I said he's still got that briefcase and he's still lurking out the back.
Hang on, are you one of the Pillman?
I am in fact a reptile.
Either way.
Ladies and gentlemen, again, your new World Light Heavyweight Champion, it's Pillman!
So we've got someone there that competed in the title match to crown the first World Light Heavyweight Champion, but obviously came up short. But now, Pillman is walking away with that belt.
I think he's won the RQW Light Heavyweight at WAW. He's won the Open Light Heavyweight in WAW. Now he's won the World Light Heavyweight Championship in WAW. Pillman is on a par.
What an end to the first show of 2019, can I say, crowning a new champion.
Yeah, I mean, the first show of the decade, and what a show that was for all you fans. I mean, we had an incredible night here, and we thank you all for joining us here at WAW. See you next time. I've been Martin Wainwright.
Joey Kennedy. Good night.